Hello guys, good morning. Mr. and Mrs. Splash here. So, magbo-boating kami ngayon ni Mr. Splash kasi ito yung first getaway namin sa summer. So, may 2 weeks holiday si Mr. Splash. So, andito nga tayo ngayon sa River Ouse. So, may river trips tayo. Great Ouse. And mga about 30 minutes yata yung journey. At sa adults, mag-pay ka lang ng $12.50. So, I think hindi crowded kasi meron ng ito yung mga boat. Ito yung boat na sasakyan namin. Hindi ito itong sa kabila. Yung pinakita ko kanina. Pero ito ngayon, yung mga swan, ang ganda nila, pinapakain sila ng baby boy na yan dyan. Ayan, kasama yata niya yung lula niya. Ang ganda nilang tingnan, no? At ang ganda ng panahon. Perfect para sa boating. Diba? So, syempre, video-video muna habang nag-aantay ng oras. At hinihintay din namin yung driver. So, meron ng kaming kasama dito. Dalawa sila. Hello, Mr. Splash. At ako naman, nagbibidyo-video lang. Ayan. So, ang init. Pero tama lang yung init niya. Kayang-kaya. May kalamigan yung hangin pero ox na ox lang. Diba? Ang beauty ni Shandy. Ayun yung mahal ko. Nag-wave-wave. Yan sila ang kasama namin. Maganda kasi, parang kami lang. Ayun, nag-umpisa na kaming umalis. So, pakinggan natin ang sinasabi ng driver.
Holt if we're lucky.
How long does it take to charge back up?
Overnight, and then we get about an 8-hour day out of it, which is what we need is ideal.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's okay. Sweetheart, pull down.
So we're sitting on the River Ouse this morning. It's 143 miles long. It's actually reported to be the 4th longest river in the country. It rises in a little village called Sarsham in Northamptonshire. Comes all the way through Bedfordshire, through St Neots and Godmanchester, just touches Huntingdon, and then drops back to St Ives through Houghton and Hemingford. From St Ives, the river goes down to Erie, starts to climb again through Ely, through Downham Market, and finally out into the Wash and into North Sea at King's Lynn. It's quite a journey, really.
Yeah.
It's got 4 tributaries. The Cam, Cambridge, runs into this river. The Lark, the Wissey, and the Little Ouse. Between this river and all its tributaries, we've actually got 22 locks. So we've got St Ives Lock below us, and we're going to go and have a look at Hemingford Lock this morning, which is just beautiful.
Wow.
And everybody says, well, you would say that. And I say, yeah, and I do, and I'm going to.
So guys, apat lang kaming pasahero at saka pang-5 yung driver. Maganda to kasi parang sarili lang na hindi crowded at mapakinggan mo talaga maigi kung anong sinasabi ng driver. So samahan nyo kami guys. Maraming salamat.
You see the plane tree on the right that's just been pollarded?
Oh God.
It's a London plane. It's over 200 years old. Yeah. This is the site of the old St Ives Brewery. The weather vane that you can see on the top there, that used to sit on the old Oast house that sits where the house now, or used to sit where the house now sits.
Well,
There's not a lot about it actually. The gentleman who lives there would take the business on about 12, and he came down to the quays, quite matter of fact. He told me off.
Yeah.
He said, "You're not stopping and doing a tour of my house." So I now have to make a point of it now.
Yeah.
So this is Holt Island coming up sort of slightly on the right hand side of the boat. It's a true island. It is surrounded by water. Some debate as to whether the island or natural. One theory is when they put the parish church in the 1400s, They created the channel on the other side to take all the building materials to the new church site, which probably makes a lot of sense, to be honest. This side of the island is a nature reserve. We have got a swan nesting just in these reeds here, but she's very, very well, considering she's white, she's incredibly well camouflaged. Sometimes you catch her, sometimes you don't. No, I can't see her. This is all Phragmites reed or thatching reed that you can see on the right. Obviously up in Norfolk it is used for thatching. Here it's purely habitat. So great habitat for warblers. We've got sedge and reed warblers. We actually saw reed bunting in there last Sunday as well, so it's lovely. We've got kingfisher on the island. We have badgers, believe it or not. We think the badger is actually, she had 2 cubs last year, and we think she's having some more this year. She started pulling bedding into her den to make a nest. And then finally we've got otters on the island as well. So we are seeing the otters more and more. We're seeing them on the Quay, we've seen them up at the backwater, so we are beginning to see otters quite.
Normally you only hear of them in Erith and places. Down this far.
Yeah, no, I think it's quite good. I think they're doing quite well. We're seeing a lot of spraint on the Hemingford lock as well, suggesting there's quite a lot of activity up there. So today the island will be closed, but if you head off down to the Norris Museum at the end of the Broadway, for a £20 deposit they'll let you have the key and you can go and let yourself onto the island. There's only about 6 keys, and so you get to share it with up to 6 others, and as long as you take the key back you'll get your deposit back. So that's lovely.
Didn't know that. Right.
If you don't know where it is, we've got a map when we get back and I can show you where it is. You can see they've got this fantastic new hut about 4 years ago. They've raised it slightly on the stilts that you can see. The old one used to get its bottom wet during the floods, so they've actually weight raised it. They camp on the island, they canoe, they kayak, they paddleboard on the river. My son was a sea scout and his favourite was the 20-foot paddleboard. That used to hold 20 of them.
Yeah.
And that game was last person standing, apparently. So now you've been here 30 years. Did you know there was a Lido on the island?
No.
So if you see this channel, if you look straight down the middle there, you'll see it opens right up into the centre. And you'll see like underneath the pipe there, that's the old Lido. And that was built in the early 1900s. River fed for the well-being of the townsfolk. And then ironically by the 1950s the river quality was so poor they had to close it. People getting too unwell. The scouts now use it as a safe area for raft building and that, but the outline is all still there, it all still exists.
Cream tea,
The trip to the mill is nice. Again, if you're a National Trust member, it's £20. If you're not, it's £25.
Oh, I thought it was on camera.
And we leave at 11 and you don't get back till 4 o'clock. So it's a good day's entertainment.
Going back now.
Are you going the opposite direction from where we started?
Sorry?
Will you be going the opposite direction from where you started?
Yes, we're now turning round and heading back down.
Yeah, when you get back to where you started, will you be going further the other way?
A little bit, but not a lot.
Because there's some, they look like
Pillars.
Yes.
It's the old railway line.
I thought it was, but why are there none in the middle on the other side?
Because they've been taken down. They were removed, they were blown up, and it was the same here. There was some in the middle of the river here. And apparently when they dismantled the railway line, they actually blew up the pillars.
Really?
In the centre of
Wow.
schools,
It's strange because I thought they usually always leave them because they're hard to get to.
For whatever reason, they took them down.
Wow. Well.
What bird's that we can hear? Oh, the siren.
A blue bottle.
Lovely view of the two St Ives spires ahead. The one on the right is the street church in the middle of the town, and the one on the left is the parish church. Free Church was built in 1864 and the parish church was built in 1470. The Free Church was actually mostly funded by Potto Brown, the miller at Holt, who gave him over £3,000 for building the Free Church. Yeah, well, one of the local legends of St Ives, in order to prove the power and the wealth of Potto, the Free Church fire is put from the parish church. But I don't think anybody probably ever did it.
Taken down the face, doesn't it?
Yes, they have. Yeah. I wondered sometimes with our hate of plastics whether it'll all go full circle in a minute, but who knows? I don't know.
Surprised. A lot of things do.
They do, don't they?
I didn't realise it was 9 acres though.
Yes, it's big.
Yeah.
The nature reserve is smaller than the Scouts. The nature is only about 4, and the Scouts have got the bigger portion of the island.
This one.
Wow, it's beautiful.
So this is Noble's Field. Obviously you see the church spire behind us. From the churchyard where you get onto the Holt Island, there's a little footpath on the right hand side. It's less than a 5-minute walk. There's a little gate in the corner here, look, and you can get onto Noble's Field. So it's on the very new Kingfisher bench, which is lovely. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or bring a newspaper or picnic and just enjoy being by the river, really.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
As you can see, we've got the moorings along the riverbank. This is run by GOBA, the Great Ouse Boating Association. These are 48-hour moorings, and in the summer when this is nose to tail boats, this is party central.
Yeah.
So you've got the Prosecco running, you've got the barbecues out, it's just lovely.
Do they charge?
GOBA, we pay a fee, we get a little sticker somewhere on one of the things around behind you, also on one of the other boats, and then that gives you right to moor up at GOBA. Okay. But a boat this size is only about £28. And they run along the whole of the river course. So I think between the EA and GOBA there's about 200 odd moorings. So it's not they're not bad actually. It's not bad at all. So the line would have started in Cambridge, come along to St Ives, and we've now got the guided busway and then it came across. And up to St Ives, go along across the river and you see those pillars, round back to the meadow, over our heads, into Houghton, back over the river, and then finally ending up above Manchester. The line was started in 1846.
Hi. Hello.
So if you walk, go back into town and turn right, go down past the Golden Lion, walk down past Waitrose. Yeah, but if you continue across the bypass, you get to the busway. And the busway is the guided bus, concrete tracks. And if you get on the bus for £2, you get all the way to the
Try it, it's really good.
It is.
So guys, yun.
35-40 minutes.
Natapos din ang journey namin. Pabalik na kami. Napakagandang lugar ang St. Ives, Cambridge. So, we plan to have another boat ride next time. So, ang ganda. Napaka-peaceful na place. Napakaganda. Green, green, green.
Got pulled off by a local. You shouldn't be sending visitors to
Lumayo ako kay Mr. Splash kasi gusto ko talagang nandito ako sa pinakaharap. Ako sa pinakaharap.
And I think that's my attitude.
Ang ganda ng lugar. Napakagandang lugar. Thanks for watching.
So that's a picture of Hemingford Mill.
Oh, as it was?
Yeah, as it was, looking from the lock down. and if you look just beyond it, you can see the old railway line as well.
Wow.
So yeah, it's amazing, really.
Wow.
So it's where about up this direction?
Yeah, just here. So that mill was here where the sluice is there, and the picture is taken from this lock, just looking downstream.
What was the railway line?
Just beyond. I'll show you on the way back. So we're coming off the main navigation. You can see Hemingford Lock to your left, and we're going to head up this little backwater. It's just very pretty up here. It's my favourite spots, if I'm honest.
Are there many fish?
There must be, because we've got the grebe, we've got the cormorant, we've got the kingfisher, we've got the heron, we've now got the otters. They're all living off fish stock. And I think, looking and talking, I'm not a fisherman, so talking to the fishermen, it is reasonable. But I think the actual animals themselves telling us that it is. And also I think the fact the otters here means the river's quite clean. My background is plants, and I've noticed along these margins, we're seeing Mentha aquatica, water mint. We've got watercress along these margins. There's something called Stachys palustris, which is the old wound wort that they used to smear on to help heal wounds. But all of these plants like clean water, they don't like dirty water, and so they're all indications that the water here isn't too bad actually.
The lilies are lovely.
Well, again, they're just coming up. Have you seen? They're just, I think we just passed some, but there's some up on these left side.
Yeah.
And again, they send the rhizomes through the bottom.
Yeah.
And then obviously they send the pads up and they turn it, because if you've done it, you probably remember in the summer.
Yeah.
This is half the size. This channel.
Yeah.
Can you just see where the reeds are coming up here now on the left here?
Yeah, because we came in August.
Yeah. Very different to the summer, isn't it?
Yeah.
But see where that boat is?
Yeah.
Came right out to that boat. And there's a group of 6 of us came up on Wednesday night, and we've taken it back.
Yeah.
Because we were quite concerned. You've got the boat coming round the island on the wrong side of the river. You've got narrow boats coming at speed out of the lock. It was just an accident waiting to happen. The Environment Agency aren't interested. And so 6 of us and chainsaws and then we took it all down. So yeah, and it's just that's the sort of character people are sometimes, isn't it? So this is Hemingford Lock now ahead of us. The lock, as you can see, is quite isolated. You can't actually get to Hemingford Lock on foot. This is all privately owned properties around us. So I presume at one point would have been a towpath, which is completely gone. This side you can see the old-fashioned wooden lock gate. At the back end, the green contraption, that's called the guillotine gate. That hangs above your head as you go underneath it. They're all electric, so if the Environment Agency don't want us using the lock in times of flooding, they can cut the power to the lock and keep people at least on the one level.
That's beautiful.
You probably remember this from last time then, but you guys, the green drape pipe looking thing on the side of the sluice wall that runs diagonally down, any ideas? It's an eel ramp. So the eels are coming 5,000 miles from the Sargasso Sea to live in this river and have done for centuries. And when we changed all the locks and sluices from one to that, we get through. And the population declined to quite a critically low level. He's in about 10 years ago, because the eels will be able to walk for 2 hours now. And they source up, scramble up the ramp and drop into the river on the other side. There's a large station at Manchester where they're monitoring them, and it's working, and the numbers are beginning to increase again. And when they finish their night cycle of the river, they head back. So they breathe, they store, and that's what apparently it's all because it's no way we could get planning for that with you on the floodplain. He used to own this one.
Oh, right.
And he sold this for nearly 2, I think. And then obviously all of a sudden that appeared. And general feeling locally is that if something went on.
Yeah.
But like you say, yes,
It's like where the old Vintage garage. That is so ugly. My family laugh at me because every time I go past the country centre, that is so ugly.
It is.
Oh,
and start living that many people in such a
close proximity.
you know, I know people do in cities and things, but they don't have to there, do they? It's such a shame. Very much.
Thank you. It's been lovely.
Beautiful up there, isn't it?
Yeah. And no need for a cardigan or
No.
anything.
Just right. So, ayun guys, natapos din ang aming journey at salamat sa panunood sa aming video at hope na nag-enjoy kayo at sana panoorin nyo ang mga videos namin. At thank you sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa aming channel ni Mr. Splash. Balang araw, makakabawi din kami sa inyo guys. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Mwah!